Hello and welcome on this very special Nuremberg Messe podcast. We are shooting this from the 15th edition of BIOFACH India, co-located with Millets India and Natural Expo. This is the one-stop platform where we bring you industry insights from industry experts themselves. And today in this special podcast, I have with me a special guest from a brand that you and I resonate a lot with, given that it is something that we have heard all through our childhood days. I'm talking of the brand Amul, but today we will be discussing a vertical in Amul that is going to be the next big thing, not just in India, but globally. We're talking about the world of organics. For those who may not know, BIOFACH India is a leading show that only talks and focuses on all things organic and focuses on the organic industry. And today, the reason I'm sitting with Mr. Nimit Doshi here, who is the head of marketing at the organic vertical in Amul, will be telling us about what are the plans of Amul Organic and so many more things that will be in the pipeline. But before that, I'd like to take a moment to say thank you, sir, for taking out the time and doing this podcast with us. How was your experience? Take us through your journey on the 3-day BIOFACH that you've attended.
Okay. Sonakshi, first of all, it's a pleasure for us to be here in BIOFACH India. This is not for the first time Amul has participated. This is second year for us. Last year, we began our journey in organic, and BIOFACH actually gave us a platform to meet, interact with everyone who is involved in organic business. So it's a new business for us, and BIOFACH actually gave us a platform too.
What has been the response like in the last 3 days that you've been at BIOFACH India?
See, the response is amazing. As Amul is entering into this space, there is a lot of hype. People have huge expectations from Amul because we as a brand is known for providing quality products over years. So
we've all grown up drinking Amul milk, and the words trust is associated with this brand, but we are here to talk about Amul Organic.
Okay.
For the uninitiated, what is Amul Organic? What is the story? Take us through that.
Okay. So before I talk about organic, let me start few words about Amul in general. Amul, as you know, is a brand which started year back around 1947, and it's a movement. It was a cooperative movement because it started because farmers were exploited, they were not getting a fair price, and at that time they decided, okay, why not they take care of entire value chain, starting from procurement, processing to marketing, and that is how Amul came up.
Correct.
So just to brief you, we have Amul is a cooperative organization which is owned by farmers. There are 36 lakh farmers who are associated with us, who are owner of this brand. And we work with two basically objectives. One is the objective of to provide value for money at an affordable price. And second is value for money, because there are 36 lakh farmers for whom we work. And we work with an objective that our farmers get fair price to their produce.
So like you were talking about how Amul as a brand came up, and the very hallmark of this brand is quality assurance, trust, and we all resonate with it. But what was the idea behind launching organic products, Amul Organics?
See, Amul as a company has a unique strength. We are connected with both farmers as well as consumer. We have a strong farmer integration wherein we work closely with 36 lakh farmers. On other side, when we see organic as a market, there is a growing acceptance of organic products, both internationally as well as domestic, because people are now more conscious about the food they eat, and they are looking for alternatives which are chemical-free, pesticide-free. The demand of those products are growing. So Amul, considering its unique strength of having both farmers integration as well as consumer trust, we thought it's actually a right time. As Amul, we have an advantage that we have a strong network with farmers, and parallelly there is a trust of consumer. Amul is currently India's largest food brand. And we believe in providing quality product, and we find it's a logical step to venture into organic at this moment.
Absolutely, and it's also the need of the hour,
Yeah.
don't you think, Mr. Nimit? Because all these brands that we talk about, whether it is a food brand or a non-food brand, when it comes to organic, it is not just food that we're talking about. We're talking about a more cleaner way of living, a more organic way of lifestyle. So congratulations to Amul for taking this step
Thank
and
you.
for having such a strong network for decades already, and making that network even stronger as you venture into the organic space. Which brings me to my next question, that when we're talking of a product, we're also talking about procurement prices and procurement, right? So how does Amul plan on giving that minimum support price to the farmer at the end of the day? Because Amul has a strong network of, I think you mentioned 36 lakh farmers.
Yeah.
And this is not something that they started now. It's been, like I mentioned, it's been going on for decades. So how does Amul guarantee a minimum support price to an organic farmer? That is important.
Our core principle is to provide maximum return to our farmers. Okay, so we will continue with that philosophy and work on the building market for organic, and simultaneously ensure that the farmers who are involved in organic farming gets fair price. If I talk about milk, in milk, if suppose a consumer spend 100 rupees, 80 goes back to farmer. So that is the kind of benchmark we have as far as milk goes. And we want to replicate the same process in organic also. To start with, we will have a benchmark of minimum support price. We will pay a certain premium because the organic farming involves an additional cost. Okay, so to recover that, there will be a certain premium over minimum support price, and then whatever profit comes back, it goes back to the farmer.
Right.
So as far as MSP goes, yes, definitely we would like to start with, we'll pay certain premium to organic farmers over and above what they get on convention. And there is another organization called a new multi-state cooperative, National Cooperative Organics Limited, is coming up. Amul is a promoter member in that. So there are 5 leading cooperatives in the country, which includes Amul, NDDB, NAFED, NCCF, NCDC. These 5 organizations are the promoter members of this organization, and this multi-state cooperative will work to, as an umbrella brand, to provide institutional support to its farmer members. And this support will include everything starting from sourcing, aggregation, processing, laboratory testing, certification, training, capacity building. The best part is they will also procure. The major challenge currently in organic is the farmers who are producing it, they do not get market access. Okay, they are not able to get buyers for the quality of products they have produced. So NCUL will take care of that. They will also provide market access, buy that stock from that farmers, sell it into the market, and whatever the money comes, that profit also will flow back to farmers. So that is what is the idea.
Right. Which brings me to my last couple of questions, because I understand today at BIOFACH you also have so much more to do. So when it comes to price regulation and basically regulating the price factor here, how does Amul plan on correcting this or assessing this at your end? How does it plan on regulating this for the masses, whether it is increase or decrease? The price factor, which we talk about, the affordability, how do you plan on checking this for the masses?
Sonakshi, you rightly mentioned about price. See, but other than price, what we see is there are 3 things. One is affordability, what you say. Second is authenticity. And third is accessibility. So these 3 things which probably is required currently to grow organic business. So at Amul, as if we talk about authenticity, we ensure that we collect organic products from certified farmers. So not only we source it from certified farmers, we ensure that these products, every batch is tested 2 times. at the time of procurement and before we place it in market. So it will pass through the quality test, laboratory test, wherein more than 240 pesticides, chemicals are tested in lab, and once it clears lab testing, we place it in market.
Right.
Just to add to it, we have set up our own laboratory at Amul Fat Dairy, wherein we'll be able to taste organic products. So we will have our own in-house laboratory. Second part, what we touched about is accessibility. Currently, organic products are not widely available. With a strong distribution network, what Amul has, we have around 10,000 distributors. We are available mostly in towns which are above 10,000 population currently. So with the strong distribution network, we will be able to make this available to every nook and corner of India. Third point, what we were discussing was affordability, and it's very key. When you specifically talk about Indian consumer, they are very choosy.
Yes.
Whenever they go into the market,
conscious.
and they are price conscious.
Yes.
Okay, so at Amul, using our strength, we need to ensure that the inefficiency in processing, the inefficiency in logistics, the inefficiency in distribution, how we can eliminate that and make it affordable to consumers.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nimit Doshi, for your time and giving those insights into how Amul has now ventured into the organic space. And it indeed is a moment of pride, not just for Amul as a brand, but for the country, because the entire country resonates with this brand called Amul, where families have fed their children Amul milk and Amul products for generations and for decades. So thank you very much, Mr. Doshi. But we won't leave you without you sharing a few words and your feedback and your thoughts on BIOFACH India, the 15th edition that we did, and how you think this as a platform, BIOFACH as a platform adds to the cause and the concern of organic and the organic movement, and of course a message for the great BIOFACH team that has put this entire show together.
Okay. See, BIOFACH is no doubt a great platform for organic industry. Anybody, whether it is a small player or big player, you get to know everyone, interact with industry leaders, understand the challenges, meet government officials. So you're doing great work, giving us a great platform to showcase our products to consumers, to buyers, both domestic buyers as well as international buyer. So it's a great platform, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Mr. Doshi. But as we conclude this podcast, a message for the entire BIOFACH show, 15th edition. This was the 15th edition, but you should also know that this is one of the longest, in fact, the oldest and the longest running show of Nuremberg Messe. How do you think this acts as a platform for the organic industry?
See, the unique strength of BIOFACH is it is the only probably a platform in India currently, or maybe globally, which talks about organic.
Yeah.
Okay, you have many companies or many organizations working for food in general, but when it comes to organic, BIOFACH is the only word which comes to our mind when we talk about organic. And another thing what I noticed when I visited the store and interacted with people, I came to know that you deal with all the traders, processors, certifying operators are certified. Okay, so you make sure that only authentic buyers and sellers are part of
yes, we do.
BIOFACH,
yes.
And that is a unique thing you are doing.
So the message is here really from you is that for a platform like us, we not only put up this show, but we also ensure that it is authentic and certified. And it also adds, because we have brands like you, Amul, on board, supporting us in this very soul journey and purpose of putting everything, all things organic. So BIOFACH 15th edition 2023, Amul Organics with us. Thank you very much, Mr. Nimit Doshi.
Thank you, Sonakshi. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for calling. Thank you.